So I recorded this a couple times before, but the lighting is bad, and hopefully it'll get better as this goes on. So this is Q&A number 4, I think it's number 4. It's mostly witch questions and divination questions, so that's pretty fun. I probably won't talk to you guys before Halloween, so stay safe, have fun, make sure you have a DD if you're gonna go party, keep your pets inside from like this very second until like November 3rd. Wear something reflective if you're going out in dark clothing. Have fun at your Sabbats if you're doing any sort of ritual. For those, have a good time, be safe. Being safe is very important. Okay, so it's a short Q&A today. I've just got 2 different Anons, and one person wanted to know how long my hair was. Right now it's curled, but it's this long. That's about down to my hip bones. The longest layer is like right above my butt. Okay, jumping right in. Okay, some witchy questions for if you do another Q&A. Do you believe in star signs? Do you think your astrological sign fits you? Yes and no. I've had my charts done, I've done my own chart, I've taken astrology workshops, and I still find it lacking. I am on the Pisces Aquarius cusp, like the first day of it, February 19th. So I'm kind of both, and I have a lot of Aquarius traits, but a lot of Pisces traits, and the last probably year and a half, I've become like the most stereotypical Virgo in the world, but I have no Virgo in my chart, so that makes me question everything, my life, what I'm doing, everything. Their next question was, when you read for people, do you sometimes have an issue of unwanted energies lingering that you may tap into from them or forces around them? No. I've had issues with people I've read for in person, especially if I'm at their house, that it's just gross. I had a friend in high school who, she was, I think at the time she would have been like 28, and she was going through some pretty rough stuff, but reading for her was always such a chore because I had to dig through what was hers, what wasn't hers, what was just like in the house because her house was so gross and she didn't let me do anything with it, so I couldn't fix it. But no, I haven't had, like, I guess something follow me back from somebody else's house, or, like, just a client whose energy's gotten stuck in my stuff that I tap into that instead of what I normally do. I hope that's what you are asking. I hope. I think it was. Same Anon asked, do you think there is a difference between being psychic versus intuitive? In my opinion, yes. They are 2 separate, pretty different things. If you were to go see a psychic for something, it would be a completely different experience than, going to see an intuitive. Completely different. So yes, I think that being an intuitive, or being intuitive, is a lot of emotional intelligence and being aware, and a lot of the time there's some empathic stuff mixed in with it, whereas being psychic is knowing things and having some sort of clair sense, whether it's clairvoyance, clairaudience, whatever, some sort of that. And typically they don't have to use a tool, like a deck or a pendulum. They just know, I guess, or fed information, if you will, from my experience. Yeah. Hope that doesn't ruffle feathers. I feel like it's going to, and I really hope it doesn't. I don't mean to offend anybody with that. Question number 1 from a different Anon. Have you ever been heckled for being a witch? No. Does that happen? I don't know. I'm not somebody who walks into a room and is like, "Hi everybody, I'm Sky, I'm a witch, da da da." Like, why tell people unless they need to know? Or unless they themselves are a witch? I don't know. I feel like being heckled for that would be like being heckled for painting. Like, it's just a hobby. I don't... Granted, it's also a way of life, but, you know, for all intents and purposes, it's the same as painting. You don't go paint a paint a heckler. You don't heckle a painter. I don't know. I bet you there are people that have, though, and I just haven't noticed. That's probably more likely what it is. Number 2. What are your go-to spell medium? Example, candles, jars, oils. I like container spells because I like to be organized. I like jar spells because you can just get rid of the jar instead of... I don't know, I feel like it doesn't feel whole if it's not in something for me a lot of the time. So, box spells, jar spells, bag spells. Most of the magic I do is born out of panic and fear. As ridiculous as that is, it's more of like a reactionary kind of thing if something is going horribly wrong. Like, of course, I'll have, you know, my usual defenses up, but beyond that, I forget that I do it. Just to be completely honest here, I forget that it is an option when I am so stuck in my mundane life all the time. Number 3, do you meditate? Not really anymore, no. I used to, like, every single day. Every night, every morning, and I just stopped one day. Like, I just skipped a day, and I never got back into it. I've tried getting back into it, but it hasn't... It's not a priority. I think it can be really helpful for some people, but not me right now. That makes sense? Number 4, has a card reading you've done ever scared you? No. I don't know. I don't scare all that easily. That's why I can sit and watch like 8 horror films back to back and not have nightmares. They don't really affect me. At least scary stuff doesn't, not readings. I've had readings where I've sat there and just like cried the entire time and had to like take breaks so I can go like wipe my makeup out of my eyes and continue typing or continue telling them. I think I've had very emotional readings, but I haven't had ones that have scared me. Oh, someone asked how I shuffle, which this might be kind of hard to show you. This is an awkward angle. So, antiquarian deck. Usually what I end up... This is so bent. You guys see how bent that is? It's so warped. Like, the cards won't even lay flat. Because... there we go. Because I shuffle like that. See? And then they do that. So, shuffle, smush them together. And then usually while I'm thinking about whatever the question is, I do this kind of a thing where you just take, let's see if I can do it in slow-mo, take a couple cards out, move them. My friend can do it much better than I can. And I don't think I've seen her shuffle the other way. Ah! That's usually how I shuffle though. I'll usually do 3 to 5 of like the normal bridge kind of shuffle, and then just do the weird take a chunk out thing for however long feels right. There's also table shuffling, which I've done like an entire post on my website about this where, oh you can't see them, sorry, where you lay however many cards, we'll do 3, and then you just deal cards to it, or you fall. And then basically what you would do is take a pile, deal it, deal the last pile, and then shuffle it all together. Yep. So that's how I shuffle. Maybe I should just do a video on that someday, huh? I know. I've got a Q&A video, or not a Q&A, but like a FAQ video, like an FAQ video I started, last week or the week before, but got interrupted on, so maybe I'll finish that today. Anyways, happy Halloween. It's not Halloween yet, but it's almost time. Almost Halloween! I hope you guys have a ton of fun. Stay safe, please. Make sure to wear something reflective. I don't want to hear about people getting hit by cars on Halloween. No. Have fun playing in the Veil. I don't know, have fun. Good luck. Bring your pets inside. Keep them inside, especially your cats, even if they're not black. Do it. Pets inside. Pets are important.